All right, buckle up, everybody, because today we are taking a trip to VeggieVille. Ever imagined a city made entirely out of veggies?
I have to admit, the concept is pretty wild.
Oh, yeah. Streets paved with carrots, houses made of squash,
Wow, wow.
the whole 9 yards. We're diving deep into the imagination of 8-year-old Toby, who dreamed up this incredible place. You ready for this?
Absolutely, I'm all ears. What kind of details has Toby come up with?
So first up, we've got the broccoli tower.
A tower made of broccoli, huh? Interesting.
No, but it's not just any tower. Picture this. Each floret is a little window box, and get this, Toby imagines bees living in there.
Peas living in the broccoli, how cute.
Right. He even pictures them hanging their dandelion fluff laundry on tiny little twig clotheslines between the florets.
That's adorable. You know what I find fascinating about that little detail?
What's that?
It really shows how Toby, even at such a young age, understands ecosystems and how different creatures might adapt to living in a city. Makes you wonder if he's been watching those bee documentaries, huh?
Maybe. Okay, but hold on, because it gets even more amazing. Next up, we've got the tomato dome.
The tomato dome, eh? What is that, some kind of sports arena?
Close. It's a concert hall, gleaming red in the sunlight, where a whole cricket orchestra plays symphonies.
Wow, a cricket orchestra, now that's creative.
Isn't it? Imagine sitting there on cucumber benches, soaking it all in.
I wonder what kind of music would crickets even play? Would it be soothing or more like energetic and chirpy?
I have no idea, but that's the beauty of imagination, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, speaking of imagination, let's move on to the Asparagus Apartments.
Ooh, Asparagus Apartments. This is getting me hungry.
I know, right? So Toby sees each asparagus stalk as a multi-level home for ant families. He's even imagined a grumpy beetle neighbor who wears a monocle and reads his compost paper every morning.
Ah, I love it.
Do you?
I do. It's just a really brilliant way to show how lively and diverse this veggie metropolis is.
Oh, yeah. It really drives home the point that even in a fantastical world, you're going to have different personalities, routines, and maybe even a little neighborhood drama.
Exactly, exactly. Now, are you ready for a literary adventure?
Always. What do we got?
Next stop is the Lettuce Library.
No way. A library made of lettuce.
You heard right. Each page is a crunchy lettuce leaf, and Toby imagines butterflies reading by nibbling on the letters. What do you think? Do you think they're actually absorbing information that way?
That's a really interesting question.
I mean, it's obviously whimsical, but it makes you think about all the different ways knowledge could be consumed and shared. Perhaps in VeggieVille, information is literally digested and becomes a part of them.
Whoa, that's deep. Okay, I'm ready to see what else VeggieVille has to offer. What's next?
Well, to get around this amazing city, you have to hop on the Eggplant Express.
The Eggplant Express. What is it, Dad, a bus?
Even better, it's a train. And not just any train. This one runs on pea pod tracks and is powered by garlic steam.
Garlic steam, that's hilarious.
Oh, and the conductor. A portly caterpillar wearing a mushroom cap.
Seriously. Toby's attention to detail is amazing.
It really is. I love how he brings in all these sensory details, like the smell of garlic steam, the bumpy ride on pea pod tracks. It's like he's creating a full-on experience, not just a visual.
Absolutely. It really makes you appreciate the power of our own senses in experiencing the world.
Exactly. All right, are you ready for the final stop on our tour?
Let's do it. Where are we headed?
Well, I think it's time to unwind at the Watermelon Waterfall.
The Watermelon Waterfall. That sounds incredibly refreshing. What is it like?
Picture this. A massive, juicy waterfall cascading into a lagoon, and all around it, dragonflies are zipping about like little helicopters, while snails chill out on zucchini rafts.
Wow, that sounds incredibly peaceful.
It is, isn't it? Such a nice contrast to the bustling city life we've seen so far.
Yeah, it really shows that even in a fantastical world, balance is so important. You need those places of tranquility and natural beauty to get away from it all, you know?
Absolutely. It reminds me of how important it is to find that balance in our own lives, too.
Couldn't agree more. So we've come to the end of Toby's grand tour of VeggieVille. He's got muddy shoes, pockets stuffed with seeds, and an imagination bursting at the seams. What an adventure.
It has been. Toby's definitely given us a lot to think about today.
He really has. He's kind of inspired me to look at my own world a little differently, find the magic in the everyday. What about you? If you were to create something in VeggieVille, what would it be?
That's a great question. I think I'd have to give that some serious thought. How about you?
Ooh, me. I'd probably build a giant artichoke airship that runs on sunflower seed power.
An artichoke airship. You're on a roll today.
Well, VeggieVille does that to you. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time for another adventure.
See you then.